A Business Success Guide. Chapter 1. Business Success/BS. The Paradox of Business Success. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Do what you do best. Try to please the people that appreciate this, not everyone else on the planet. Most successful people are successful not because of what they get but because of what they give. The paradox of business success is generally threefold. Success brings with it more challenges, harder work and more things to do. Your ego may get into it, which is not a bad thing as you aspire to expand your horizons in business. People in general make more demands on you. Customers, suppliers, workers, wannabe workers, the media, and other business people want to see you in the flesh to talk to you. In addition, some nonprofits will approach you to help them out. I still haven't figured out why most people who achieve some business success and make $1 million or more simply don't just cut out and move to Jamaica to do coke and have sex with young girls. I think part of it is our religious capitalist upbringing. We are brought up to achieve, and even after we've achieved a worthy amount of productive product, it doesn't seem to matter. I have come to the conclusion that inspiration is the key to a happy life, to wake up every day with a defined sense of purpose, an inner standard that you try to match. During the course of the day, as you release X amount of inspired energy on your passions, in your case, your business, this makes you feel good and you repeat it day after day to maintain this feeling. I do this for my own inspired pursuits which are not business related. They are physical and creative things I do, but I believe the process is the same in business. Release this inspired energy inside to make you feel like you took your life for a great ride of personal achievement today. Like I say in my Free Spirit book, hedonism is good, so is the pursuit of love and romance, but the bulk of my life is always inspired action from the soul. This is why all these business tycoons who have enough money to hire their own harems and sit on a beach sipping cocktails don't. It's like what Søren Kierkegaard, the religious existentialist philosopher, said. If I were to wish for anything, I should not wish for wealth and power but for the passionate sense of potential, for the eye which, ever young and ardent, sees the possible. Pleasure disappoints, possibility never. You see, for enlightened people, we know that beyond the basics, money doesn't satisfy, nor does artificial power over others, and all power is artificial because everybody has their own mind and ultimately does what's right for them, not what you want them to do. We have to fill up our days with something that makes us feel like we're on fire for our lives. I do it in my way. I can't imagine what life would be like if I didn't get to release all my inspired physical and creative energy every single day of my life. In the same way, I'm sure all these business guys and gals would feel lost, uninspired and spiritually dead if their means of inspired, creative lifeblood and energy were taken away, their businesses, or they suddenly retired. This is why you see all these guys and gals who have more money than they'll ever need continuing to go to work every day. It fulfills a deep meaning within themselves of meeting the standard of potential and greatness they were born with by trying to manifest it every single day. This feeling within oneself of doing something great and worthy to me is the most valuable commodity anyone can own. I can usually spot the people with it and the people without it. When you have it, you might be overworked and stressed, but deep down you're happy because you're fulfilling your contract with your Creator to manifest the person you were meant to be with your life. This is a feeling within that money can't buy. You have to earn it within yourself. Classic business success self-help one-liners. Try #650-#658 at the library for business books. Try number 332 for money books. Help others get what they want and solve their problems by using the power within yourself to flourish and get everything you want. Business success mantra. Be enthusiastic and effective. Use your intelligence. Success comes from the courage to be yourself and work hard. Success is the craving for meaningful achievement. Do something that expresses your full personality in the most noble way. Success is an expression of the best within you. Success is a feeling of endless possibilities. Set goals that will enrich your life and the lives of others. Be optimistic. Have a simple vision. Focus your entire life on it. Be a master, the best in whatever you do. Successful people work hard. They love their work as their art form. Nothing succeeds like success because you build a momentum mindset. Be willing to do the hard, boring, tedious stuff. Have an intuitive, creative mind. Be a constant learner. Read my education book. Imagine something the world would really need. Make it cheaply as possible and sell it at the lowest price. Be self-reliant. Find the facts. Separate it from opinion and gossip. Distinguish between fact and opinion or hearsay. Treat all people with respect. Be aware of the evil and selfishness in human nature. Use other people's selfishness to your advantage by promising good money for results. Prudence means to be shrewd, wise, discerning, and penetrating. Don't fall for gimmicks or fast talkers. Don't be paralyzed by the fear of poverty. Have the courage to act on your dreams. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you believe in yourself, you must take risks. Be active in your plan. Don't be leisurely. Be intense about it. See the positive benefit in bad situations. At least you are learning something. Business success by itself is not as good as having love and fun in your life too. Everybody preaches making money. I've had lots of money, then I got injured at least a dozen times because of my physical activities. I know that money beyond basic financial security is nothing. I put my health first, earning my self-respect to be inspired, then sex and love. Believe in yourself no matter what. Do what you must no matter what. Embrace change in technology and business. When cell phones have the ability to transfer money to others, you, as a business owner, should sign up for it right away. Develop win-win business relationships. Time is money. Do not waste it on trivial pursuits. Think up big ideas. Spot opportunities. Develop a knowledge of investing money like stocks, bonds, real estate, etc. Always save money. Use your time in the car listening to educational podcasts. Be loyal to your partners and workers. Show your spouse that you love him or her. Don't drink much alcohol. Avoid mental health drugs. Through integrity, hard work, and service, you get what you want. Success should be fun. The world is an abundant place. Thank God and work to be prosperous in serving Him. Do whatever is good and noble inside of you. Get happiness out of helping others. If you make a lot of money, use it to help people. Be a good speaker and writer. Be honest. Work to the best of your ability. Show goodwill, that you are there to help, and people will help you. Why work if you don't need the money? I thought up 5 reasons why people work even if they don't need the money. Most people are not like me, an artist bohemian type perfectly happy doing my own thing. I got enough inspiration to last a lifetime, but most people don't, so they go back to work after a short break because 1. It gives you a sense of achievement and self-respect. 2. It keeps you inspired about your life. 3. It gives you a social network, social connections. 4. It keeps you from getting bored and doing self-destructive things like drinking. 5. It prevents depression. Early retirement is boredom and social isolation for many people. All these people that make the big score and get lots of money at a young age find that early retirement leaves them lost souls. They get depressed because they don't know what to do and have no friends around. That's why you see multimillionaires and billionaires continue to work. It makes them fully engaged in the process of life. Business success, the generic formula. Success is measured by what you do for another person's self-interest. High expectations are the key to everything. M. Walden. In any situation, trust only those who stand to lose as much as you. Do what you say you're gonna do. In its rawest, basic state, business success follows a generic, one-dimensional formula of generally accepted rules and principles of what it takes to be a so-called successful winner according to the American dream. In other books, I provide the exact same information as Norman Vincent Peale, Dale Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, and every other rah-rah, self-help infomercial huckster you see out there proclaiming to give you the secrets to unleash the power within to become a rich, successful person and a fascinating, sexy, dynamic individual to boot. As you can probably tell by my tone, I'm contemptuous of it because they're all about throwing out a bunch of disjointed one-liners at you to supposedly pump you up that doesn't come close to capturing the true essence of life, which I've discussed thoroughly in another book, which is basically to run with all that mystical, inspired, sensual, aesthetic, hedonistic, intimate, loving energy you feel inside. Intensely release it all the time, monitoring yourself as you go along so you don't go overboard and burn out. Then when you feel yourself slipping away due to fatigue, enter the harbor for your soul to rest, incubate, and revitalize to do it all over again, your process of taking your mind, body, and soul for a good ride every single day of your life. My esoteric rants on life are better left for that book. Once again, I will go over another generic rant about what it means to be successful in a capitalist world. Here goes. Know what you really want out of life before you take off like a bat out of hell. Some people don't want to put forth the energy it takes to get rich and be recognized as a capitalist winner. They just want to work enough to bring in enough money to be comfortable. Think about yourself and determine who you really are before you go off blindly pursuing the American dream, only to find later, regardless of whether you achieve it or not, that it really means nothing to you. This is what happened to me. After going through the brainwash of my youth and living as a yuppie for a while, I found that I didn't give a damn about most material things or what is called status out in the world. I only wanted the time to do with as I pleased with my life, so now I make a good enough living by doing something I enjoy anyway. The creative intellectual process of putting these books together, and beyond that I have other esoteric interests that have nothing to do with the capitalist chase in the real world. Love what you do, then determine how to channel that into something people need and what. See it from your customer's point of view and try to please them. You can't be a grand visionary, at least not at first. Customers as individuals are nickel and dime people, each with little problems, but you have to solve them all. Satisfy your customer, then do your visionary fantasies about your business. Believe in yourself. Have a vision and optimistic hope. Think fresh, free ideas all the time. Take charge of your life by doing your own thing, starting your own business. Don't just think survival, think growth and expansion to live a glorious life for yourself. What the mind can conceive, the will can achieve. Do research, educate yourself, learn from others through books, classes, discussions, etc. Always plan before you act. You will fall short many times before you make it. Learn from failures and keep moving on. Don't lie. Your reputation depends on it. Know your customers. Treat them well so they keep coming back. Know your products. Be humble as opposed to arrogant. Pride has been called the greatest sin because it pervades the entire personality. Have courage. Take thought-out risks. Control your cash flow with an iron fist. Don't start or expand too big or too quick. Let it grow in its own time. Trust your inner voice. Be persistent. Never give up. Be energetic with intelligence. Don't just be energetic and end up doing nothing but expending energy on useless ventures. Use your common sense. Before you take on partners, investors, or workers, study them a bit, do a background check, try them out on a trial basis. Nobody has a crystal ball. Be ready for uncertainties and unexpected boondoggles. Learn from mistakes. When you leave your business, go home and relax. Try to spend time with your family. Try to find a supportive spouse. Business shouldn't be emotion. It should be rational, inspired effort. A franchise might give you a support system, but at the same time, it's like a boss you have to answer to. Don't put inferior products out in the market or products you have not test marketed first. If you get a bad reputation from a bad batch of products, it might be very difficult to recover. Never get complacent. Always be on the ball trying to get better at what you do. Business might be global, but all transactions are local. It's all about face-to-face relations. How well do you treat and respect others? Hire good employees. Pay them well. Train them. Treat everyone as the individual he or she is. Seek out successful companies in books, magazines, etc., and copy their ideas without infringing on patents. Have common sense. Don't have grand ideas then go in without thinking it through. Have the ability to think about your business and deal with the events that happen. Learn from mistakes. Knowledge of your field. Knowledge of business in general. A desire to run the business well, to please customers. No magical, wishful thinking, no denial. Acceptance of reality, willing to work hard no matter how discouraging the situation looks. You accept that you alone are completely in charge of your life and your business. You don't procrastinate, make excuses, criticize or condemn. There is no negative inner talk. You think you're good and worthy of great success. Your business is your obsession. It has to be. Casual effort won't do it. Do more of the few things that make you the most money. Have a clear vision of the business. Keep trying new things, new ideas. Find a need and fill it. When you discover something that works, repeat it over and over again. Most sales are done by word-of-mouth advertising. Take a part-time or even a full-time job in the field you have chosen to learn about it. While you're doing it, start a part-time business. Help people because they return favors. Figure out different ways to sell and attract customers. Watch other companies, especially your competition, then copy their good ideas. Teach quality control, a sense of pride in their work such that workers recognize defects or inferior production and stop to solve the problem immediately. Get rid of bad employees before they infect the others. Be a good boss. Let them know you're serious but not too serious. Don't be phony. Be yourself. Walk around a bit, talk to the employees without making them feel like you're checking up on them. Give off an open attitude that you're willing to listen and like to try new ideas. When you're feeling down, don't let it show. You're the inspirational authority. You have to act professional, which means to act like a leader even when you don't feel like it. Growth is not just producing more widgets. It's other things outside the box, like finding new products to sell and new ways to sell them. The biggest mistake generally made by successful businesses is that they think the business will continue to be successful just like it has always been. Times change, conditions change. Change with them. Keep overhead costs low. Keep the books straight. Don't do creative, illegal accounting. Stick with what you know that earns you your bread and butter. In other words, stick with your core business. Dabble with other things but don't lose sight of what you do. If you get big, expand to other areas and go public. Chapter 2. Business Success/BS. Essays. Business Success/BS 1. If you don't provide quality products or services, the public is gonna leave you after the first try. He had come a long way to this blue lawn and his dream must have seemed so close he could hardly fail to grasp it. The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald. To laugh often and much. To win the respect of intelligent people. And the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics. And endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty. To find the best in others. To leave the world a bit better. Whether by a healthy child, a garden patch or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier. Because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson, 1803–1882. The way to make it in the world is to be of use to somebody. The way to fail is to try to please everybody. Have integrity. Be honest with all people. Apply self-control. Don't spend profits frivolously. Get along with people. Talk in an easygoing manner. Work harder than most people. You must know how to get people to do what you want them to do, and the way to do this most of the time is to treat them right, both your workers and customers. The bottom line rule of all business is to care about your customers, care about your workers, care about your products, and care about your cash flow. If you don't, you will fail. If you think you can't, you won't. If you think you can, you will. Your attitude will determine your success in life. There are plenty of educated losers around working jobs they hate because they didn't have the guts to try something and fail. Everyone fails before they make it. It's part of the learning process. Choose your own destiny and work hard at it. Tough times don't last, tough people do. Have a heart-to-heart with your soul to determine where your business soul is. If you're in just for the money, you don't have a true business soul. If you're in it because you love the work and feel a need to do something worthy and great with your natural energy to help people live better lives beyond the money part of it, you're on the right path. Some people call it pride, but I call it inspiration. Some people are motivated to things out of the pride of being successful out in the world, which is not bad in and of itself. There is something noble in wanting to be successful out in the world, but when you look at a guy like Nikola Tesla or Leonardo da Vinci, you see that these guys weren't motivated by trying to achieve something for the sake of being looked upon as cool people out there. They were motivated by something far more powerful than this, their own inner sense of inspiration to live by a standard they feel inside. I'm not suggesting you get into business for your own intrinsic interests. Only artists and inventors do that, but at least find a middle ground between your ambition to be successful out there and to do something well that's worthy because it inspires a sense of natural vital energy within you. It's rare to find people who love the process of whatever it is they do in business or in work simply for the sake of doing it because it keeps them inspired about their lives, but this is really the secret to BS. Do something useful that you really love to do that people will pay for. The greatest charity, therefore the greatest secret to success in life, is not to give a man charity but to give him the means to better himself. The business of business is to bring great ideas to life. This is the spirit of man, the one thing all great human beings share, expressing their inspired spirits. This goes way beyond just making money for the sake of making money. Market leaders are always competing against themselves, striving to create a better product and greater support services. Business karma is helping people always comes back to you. The more you give, the more money you make and more repeat and new customers you get. Know who you are and what you want. Trust your own instincts. Make your plans up and follow them to the best of your ability. Action without contemplation is foolishness. Develop a system to run your business. Market leaders ride the fine line between conservative, buttoned-down common sense and risk-taking, freewheeling creativity. They do them both when and as required. In a word, successful people don't follow rules or formulas. They're walking contradictions. Successful people have a winner's instinct. They know what to do both in the production sense and in the people sense. You could be a good worker, work hard and keep up with all the latest technology, but still not a leader or maverick in business because you don't have the combination of gut instinct, intuition, charisma, and street smarts that make a real winner in business. But you can learn by being tough, taking risks, not being afraid of people, doing what you believe in and fighting tenaciously for it. The customer isn't always right. Oftentimes, the customers don't know anything about the product they're buying. You, as the creator, have to come up with your own innovations that you think the customer will want. Be current with what's going on in the world without being trendy or on the bandwagon. Use it to serve purpose, but don't be gung-ho for any trend unless you believe in it, because many crash at some point in time. Walk a fine line between having a young, adventurous spirit of risk and curiosity and an old, conservative soul of knowing where your bread is buttered and sticking with it. Be personable and connected to people. Your ability to put people at ease, relate to them, share a joke, Go for a meal and a drink is the number one determinant of success or failure in most fields except for the extremely original like the inventor, artist, or writer. Promote yourself because nobody else will if you don't. You are who you are. Don't conform to the world. Develop your identity and offer the world something that comes from there. If you don't know what your identity is, do the things you love to do that are noble and worthy, keep doing them. Find people who love the same things you do, befriend them and share your ideas. Read biographies of famous businessmen at #338.76 at the library and see that the honest ones will say they didn't have it all figured out at the outset. It was a developmental process that evolved in stages, little by little, bit by bit. Think big. Don't be above saying you want to get a copy of your product into every home in America or even the world. That's the way I think about my books. I feel there's something just about every individual needs at some point in time. I think they're the best of what's out there. I believe that knowledge is power, which is why I believe in what I do. When you read about some of the biggest companies and most successful businessmen ever, you see that virtually all of them started on a shoestring with hope and a dream, had very little money, almost went broke at some point in time and had periods of weakness and uncertainty but kept at it because deep down they knew they were doing something good, positive, and right for the world and they would not be denied of their destinies. Despite all the trivial problems of running a business, it comes down to giving your heart, blood, and guts to the project and loving the process as lived. If you don't like to work hard and be intense about what you do, find another business to be in. Work because it's fun and keeps you inspired. Keep your focus narrow and master it. Don't be a jack of all trades because quality suffers. My business ideology comes from my free spirit ideology, where I conclude that the greatest possession any individual has is their conscious knowledge of their essence, the intuitive standard within themselves that they were born with, and the ability to culture this vital spark and hold onto it for life, thus staying inspired forever. This is the true challenge of life, yet very few people know it or achieve it because they've been brainwashed by the world to pursue things that aren't in line with their spiritual essences. But for people like me, it's all we care about, but we're wise enough to know we have to live in the real world, so we align our essences with something the world needs, and this is how we get business success. We love what we do so much because it keeps us inspired, revitalizes us and earns us our cash at the same time. You have to love what you do, then you have to get away from black and white thinking, success versus failure thinking. You have to see life as an experience, you're here for the ride. Failure in the traditional capitalist sense is a bad concept they've brainwashed the masses with, because if you expend yourself fully in whatever it is you do, the prize is in the experience of being inspired, not playing some imaginary one-dimensional game of win-lose. Edison failed 3,000 times in trying to find a substance that would conduct electricity for his light bulb whilst not burning up. To him, it was all part of the life experience. He didn't think success versus failure. He just did. At the end of the day, if he felt like he had a good run of life, he achieved his purpose regardless of outcome. Most of the world's geniuses have more so-called failures than successes, but they don't care. They just keep doing what inspires them. You have to push for your limits in whatever it is you do because it's something you really love to do, not for some one-dimensional reason like you want to take 30% of market share or something like that. It has to be your lust for life because it gives you your feelings of transcendence and keeps you inspired about your life. These are the true successes in business, not the trivial little anal guys trying to run a tight, efficient ship, following all their rules and regulations. The successful guys are the visionaries who don't waste too much with the trivial stuff. Keep your mission simple and your product line simple so consumers don't get confused about who you are. Amazon.com went from selling books to selling everything. It might work, it might not, but don't do anything stupid like be a bank who starts selling music CDs on the side, or be a department store that goes in the fast food business. If you want to expand with a diverse product, start a new company for it. Stick with your bread and butter with your main company to keep it simple for the consumers. Don't necessarily follow what your competitors are doing. Blaze your own path. Create your own innovations. Don't surround your product with lots of features or options. Stick with your main product and make it as good as you can. A successful company spends money on research and quality and certainly doesn't scrimp on basic functions so much that the employees complain, like some company going cheap on toilet paper or soap in the washroom. You lose more in employee animosity than the few pennies you save. Be lean, but don't cut out the heart of your engine, the process. Hire a few nonconformists. They often have original ideas. Teamwork is good at times, but loner geniuses can be good too. People generally prefer to be compensated for their work as individuals, not as part of a team. People want their own individual efforts to reflect what they're paid, not their part in a team effort. In any team, the top 20% of the people do at least 60% of the work. If you want to team people up, team only high achievers with other high achievers, put the average workers together and fire all the lazy ones. Complacent people are lousy workers. Get rid of your complacent, fat, happy, average people and look for go-getters or naturally energetic and creative people. Try number 158, hashtag 650.1 or BF 637 and HF 5386 at the library for books about BS. Business Success / BS 2. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Formula for success: double your rate of failure. Success is 10% farther than 90% of the people are willing to go. Isaac Asimov. Know exactly what people want and give it to them. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Stay focused on your destination. Write your business plan, create a marketing strategy, learn how to sell and market your business. Know why you are doing what you are doing. Know what motivates you and gets you excited. What you perceive, you can achieve. Napoleon Hill. If something doesn't work, try different packages, a facelift. If you do not have total inner confidence and belief in yourself, you might succeed but probably not. You are the business. It has to reflect your personality, otherwise your business will not make you happy. The problem with business these days is that there are too many MBAs, too few artists and engineers. Truly successful people in the business world are married to their jobs like an artist is married to his craft. Be an artist in your business, not just a one-dimensional capitalist bureaucrat. Be hardcore, otherwise you're wasting your life on mundanity. Never give up. Use all the positive inspired potential energy that you feel flowing through your veins. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Cater to the important people in your business milieu. A successful business rides a healthy balance between free-spirited creativity and good old-fashioned common sense. This is what makes life interesting and fun. Have the sense to stay solid and conservative, but be whimsical enough to go for what you want to do and ride it to the hilt. The purpose of any business is not really to make money. That's the cheap, lower-order way to do it, the capitalist ideology. It's like an artist who dedicates his life to doing what he does because he believes his purpose is to create beauty, truth, and/or perfection in his own way. So too is this the purpose of a business in the noble sense. The business owner is an artist of his own kingdom. He works on it with love and enthusiasm to create something great and tough from within himself. You're not there just to make money. You're there to do something worthy with your life for the world and to reach into yourself and pull out the most incredible things you can. It's more about the intensity of experience rather than the traditional bottom line, the financial statement. You gotta try to hit a grand slam rather than just take a safe, comfortable walk around the bases. Learn from everything out in the world, but don't be a conformist. Walk your own walk. You're human, so is everybody else. When you strive for too much perfection, high technology, and quality management in your products, you lose some of the human element. Don't be like the Japanese with their obsession with quality control. Be like Harley Davidson, create great bikes/widgets and don't be above giving each a little bit of their own personal flair, or leave it up to the customer to tell you how he wants those last few details customized. Running a tight ship with your eye on the financial statement is fine, but in your efforts to hit a grand slam and create great products, Sometimes you have to throw all caution to the wind and go for it come hell or high water. You are a walking contradiction, as your business will be, because this is how the ebb and flow of life works. Sometimes, you go hard, sometimes easy. Sometimes you're a bastard to your lazy workers, other times you're everybody's buddy. Sometimes the customer is always right, sometimes, the customer is a stupid, dumb, ignorant clod, and you know what's best, so be ready to live with the paradox that is you in all its splendor. I truly believe that business is one of the few frontiers left in the world. Beyond the frontier of mastering yourself, which many people don't have the patience to do because it's too hard, tough, solitary and self-centered, I think business is one of the few ways left on the planet anyone can enter to partake in a multitude of adventures and challenges that tax the individual, tire him out and revitalize him all at the same time, as long as he has the guts and the savoir-faire to juggle all three and thrive on it without burning out. If your product is good, don't limit it to America or the English-speaking nations. The emerging nations are the ones poised to buy product as they acquire industry and money. Look at how Mexico is changing. Your market is the world. Don't be afraid to go and open new markets, and when you get there, don't make the mistake of bringing your white bread cohorts from America with you. Find some good locals. Hire them to manage your expansionist efforts. Surround yourself with top-notch people, preferably young and hungry, with a few old guys in there who still want to play the game of business frontiers. You're not a boss, you're a learner like everyone else. You all share ideas and learn together. You develop a brain trust together, a group of insiders who all want the same thing, business success, but you don't care much about status between this group nor about status in the outside world. It's just your little group all united on the precipice of a great destiny. Never be ashamed of what you do or what your strengths are. Try to get a hold of the documentary The Triumph of the Nerds and see how all these nerds used to stay up all night working on their computer programs in the 1970s before there ever was a personal computer industry, and know that they stayed true to who they were. They didn't try to be like all the other pop culture clones out there trying to be bodybuilders, getting a cool sports car, wearing earrings in their ears. They were nerds. They stayed true to it, and now they got more money than all the jocks and rock and rollers from their high school put together. Find out what the customer wants, how they want it, and give it to them. Business is very simple: profit versus loss. Take your sales and subtract your costs. It should give you a high positive number. If not, increase sales, decrease costs. Follow the KISS ideology: keep it simple, stupid. Give your customers and workers all the attention they need. Everything will change in society, and you won't be able to control its effects on your company. Be ready for change. Spot the future now in the headlines and adjust. Winners don't waste time focusing on ways to improve their strong traits. They work on their weaknesses. Worship creativity over everything else. Successful business people constantly reinvent themselves to suit the marketplace. Reward workers who do well. Praise them. Promote them. Give them raises and bonuses. Conformists can be managed, but so what? You want the ideas and the criticisms from the disruptive elements, the creative mavericks. If you've got some loner geniuses on staff, give them enough rope to create great product. The truth is that in every group, there's usually one or two geniuses creating all the product. Everybody else is just riding their coattails, conforming to them. Train your employees right and well the first time so they don't go around half-dazed wondering what to do. Try to focus on the main spirit of whatever it is you do, but sometimes you have to be nitpicky, impose trivial rules and enforce them. It's a fine balance of the big picture and doing the right trivial things that go along with it. Try to be pleasant with your employees, but never confuse niceness with a part of running a successful company. You have to be a hard ass sometimes, or at least don't be such a soft ass that the workers take advantage, do what they want, slack off and run all over you. When you're distracted by a minor problem or interrupted by someone, get back onto the main task as soon as possible. Don't procrastinate, waste time by fiddling around too much, hanging around the coffee room, reading magazines, etc. But some relaxing activities are good, so have some relaxing things around so employees can unwind after a spell of hard work. Business success/BS 3. The coordination of knowledge and effort of two or more people, who work toward a definite purpose, in the spirit of harmony. Napoleon Hill. Sell high-quality products at fair prices. Provide good customer service. Never stop looking for innovative ways to make more money and serve your customers. Don't believe your own hype. There is a phenomena that some people call the "I have arrived" syndrome, which is a situation where business owners who start to make money and feel successful all of a sudden become big hots in their heads. They buy a big new car, new suits, get the office redecorated, go out on the town entertaining clients, spending hundreds of bucks on restaurant tabs and booze, all because it makes them feel good about themselves. But this practice is stupid and useless and could lose you the respect of your workers and the business of your customers, who now see you as an arrogant tit. Benjamin Franklin's virtues were temperance, order, silence, frugality, resolution, industry, sincerity, justice, cleanliness, moderation, tranquility, chastity, and humility. In order to be a successful man, you probably have to be somewhat unscrupulous, mean, and nasty at times. First of all, don't go in with rose-colored glasses. Be realistic about what's happening in your company. Next, if you want to be an artist, stick to art. Business is more Machiavellian than art. You will have to compromise your idealistic vision of the straight-laced, nice guy successful businessman. People say Sam Walton, Lee Iacocca, Thomas Edison, and other American success stories were nice guys, but I'm sure they hurt someone to get to where they did, like rubbing out the competition. Walmart is said to have destroyed the Main Street ma and pa businesses all across small-town USA. Is this a nice guy? Some people worship Bill Gates, others hate him. The thing a lot of people hate about Mr. Gates is not just his monopolistic leanings to crush all the competition, but also the fact that a lot, if not all, of his successes are not original things he did. They're things he copied off others. These aren't my words. They were all over the documentary Triumph of the Nerds and any negative story you see written about the master. The lesson is that in business, if your competitor has a good idea, you don't steal it outright such that he can charge you for patent infringement or copyright violation. Steal a part of it, fill the rest in with your own concepts, and he can't get you for it. Sometimes, too much creativity or the need for creativity can interfere with a productive business. To get ideas to real life is tough. Ideas really are a dime a dozen. Sticking with the ordinary and mundane is often enough to net you enough money to live a good life without trying to be a genius and change the world. Do what works. Persistence is not the key to success if it's blind persistence. The first step to get out of a hole is to stop digging, then think about a way out. If something isn't working, don't blindly push ahead like a wild man. Stop, think it through, then act. College education is overrated for BS. If you're not a good salesman or a good businessman but like to tinker in the back, don't sweat it. You can become a good salesman or business person by reading books, taking courses, and practicing over and over again doing what it is you want to do. Most people are self-made, not born naturals. It's just that you don't see the hard work and the failures, you just see the polished finished product. Don't listen to what anyone told you in school about how superior or inferior you are. Forget about how many degrees you have and live in the real world, which is to accept yourself as a worthy, capable, high-thinking individual who can do what you want by working hard with intelligence behind it. Common sense, self-education for what you want, and inner gut intuition is worth more than all the psychobabble and academic bullshit in the world. Arrogance is good if you can back it up because people see you as a winner and want to be part of the action. You have to believe you're the best at what you do, and don't be shy about letting people know if they call you on it. Everybody sees Donald Trump as an arrogant egoist, but they still want to be in business with him. Don't be shy about asking for what you're worth. If what you have is common to you but uncommon to average Joe, he will pay a good fee for it because he needs it. Stick to what you believe in even if it's controversial and offends a few people. Being a dirty rat might get you what you want if you're willing to do it. Work smarter, not harder. Don't spin your wheels. Think it through before you expend all your energy. Look at business from the customer's point of view. He only cares about solving his problem, not about you and your company, so the one who will help him solve his problem most and not just sell him a good or service will get his repeat business. The guy who gives the customer a little more than expected, like an extra power cord or 10 minutes of chit-chat about the product, will get him back the next time. Focus on what you do best, but at the same time be as flexible as a rubber rod, because that's life is, all kinds of situations where you must bend with the wind, roll with the punches, so to speak. Change into the future of technology and progress is good, but at the same time so are the basic ground rules of running a functional business, so there's no one way to go, either liberal in the sense of change or conservative in the sense of staying the same, so bear that in mind always. There's no one simple magical way to run a business successfully. It's always a mix of the old school with the new school, and try to live it as a fun, interesting experience along the way. Think your visionary thoughts but mix them in with a healthy dose of nuts and bolts reality. Ride that line forever. Businesses fail if they go too far in either direction. Business challenges never end. The answers are always different. What works today probably won't work tomorrow. It's always about where can I get a better deal for the customer, so their only loyalty is who serves them the best. Treat your customers badly and they will leave. Even if your products are good, if it's a hassle to order them and receive them, they won't stay with you. Make your company easy to do business with. Make simple invoices, go easy on offering a lot of varieties of products that essentially come down to one product. If you're selling a lawnmower, come out with one basic good model, not 10 different types that just complicate the customer's life. Go easy on the paperwork. For major customers, assign them one guy or girl or a team so they know everything about how to process that customer. Make the process as self-serving as you can for the customer so he can exercise that option if he wants. Have your inventory in catalog form on the internet, have every product line in an index that he can click onto with ease, and have an easy-to-use order form. Have a comment box where they can make comments. Use them to improve your business. Don't be schizophrenic. Try to offer the same good service all the time. BS is to be always thinking about ways to improve the business. Be a lot better than everyone else. Know your customer. The computer is at the same time very important to revolutionize your business and just a tool that doesn't essentially change what you do. Make the company structured simply with definite order so there's no ambiguity about what to do or who the boss is. Be resourceful and creative. People mostly judge your character over everything else. Friends may come and go, but enemies stay enemies, so don't make enemies. If you have bad seeds in your business, get rid of them early to avoid hassles. Don't be afraid to get rid of them. The internet is so important to connect the different people and departments in your company and to connect to the outside world that you should hire a good programmer to set up a simple but good program for the intranet network in your company so everybody can be on the same page very quickly if necessary. For example, if you phone up branch plant J in another city and tell him to go to file X, he can get there immediately and be looking at the same thing you are. Everybody is a hired gun. Unless you give others a personal stake in your business like partial ownership, they really won't ultimately give a damn. Keep a mailing list of your customers and send them new offers. If some of your bigger contracts are companies that need a certain service, try to get yourself in with them more by offering more of what you do. Instead of just delivering products for a company, offer the additional service of packaging them and processing returns. The ideas are endless. If your company is doing a job like packaging your products and some other company can do it better, subcontract them to do it and stick with what you do best. Regardless of the size of the company, cash flow always rules. Good companies generate enough cash flow to pay their bills and finance their own expansion. The less you rely on banks and shareholders, the better. When there's a storm, don't cuddle up inside. Write it out. At least once, you will feel like quitting and leaving it all behind. How you deal with hard times will determine your success. Business success/BS 4. I'm here, I work hard every day. Business mantra. Offer a quality product or service that is in demand at a fair price. Be good and attentive to your customers. Say thank you for the purchase. Follow up a sale over the internet in a month with a coupon and new offers. Try out some gimmicks for referrals, like the customer gets a $10 coupon if they give you a referral that leads to a sale. Copy the industry leaders who are already successful doing what you're doing. Imitate and innovate with your own ideas. It is as easy as studying their websites. BS comes from the ups and downs of running a business and dealing with people. Do your own thing with a high standard and don't imitate others. Have a superior product. Sell it as cheaply as possible. Follow the spirit of society, Zeitgeist. You have to be ready when opportunity knocks, like computers and fitness of the 80s, internet music, and video games now. Be a specialist in something. Develop your reputation around it. Offer customers choices and options. Stay relaxed. If work is your relaxation, do it, but don't get to the point of burnout. Hire people like you, people in it for the passion of doing something great. Keep trying to improve. The best business people are obsessed in a healthy way, like an artist with his artwork. Be thankful to your God that you own your own business. Don't cheat on quality. Don't cut corners. Constantly create new ideas and use them. Do whatever it takes to keep motivated employees motivated. Have a balance of making money and helping people. Love people, or at least act like you do. Have the attitude that you can make things happen. Have an entrepreneurial spirit to build a great company. Have few needs. Do it for this reason over the money. A company is made up of the people in it. Don't get a big ego and think you're high class. You're the same old you. You don't need all that fancy crap you will probably buy once you make some money. Keep your straight, basic, essential self. Do your research. Plan well. Offer the best product at the best price. Generate new ideas. Start trends. Follow your own path. Don't listen too much to others. Don't give up. Be excited about creating something worthy. Have your heart in what you do. Help people and they will pay you for it. Believe in yourself. Never be too content. Always try to improve. Plan, but be intuitive too. It's a mix of vision and spontaneous action based on gut feeling. Be a team player. You need people to succeed. In your downtime, in failure and depression, don't lose hold of the big picture that you have a great destiny if you're willing to work hard without letting up. Get on it. Do what you gotta do. Don't be a slacker/procrastinator. Be a man or woman of vision and action. Do as many things as you can for yourself. Stay close to your bread and butter. Be hands-on. Know what the workers are doing in the trenches. Keep it simple. Don't be too centralized. Let every section rule themselves. Don't have workers whose job descriptions are lax while others bust their butts. Keep it consistent. Everybody works equally as hard. Use your instinct. Study the competition. Learn from them. Study the world. Use its ideas. Be dedicated. Don't be afraid to dream big dreams, then put them down on paper and scrutinize them in the light of day. Make people happy and successful, both workers and customers alike. Find a need and fill it. Give people what they want and need. Don't expect overnight wealth. Equity is built over time. Offer a good product at a good price. Be aggressive and intense at times. Sometimes you have to take risks that might pan out or not. If they don't, keep moving with inspired action. Be a business artist in the sense you're trying to create a great business. Explore life, explore business directions. Success is the extent to which you achieve based on your natural potential. The best business is when you're so good customers to you. You don't have to advertise. Change and grow when you want and when market conditions demand it, otherwise the business will die. Think like a consumer. Treat workers as original people with good ideas. Treat customers as real people. Continually improve your products. Diversify into related products. Strive to improve the business all the time. Look for something better. Quality customer service is the key. Have fun with what you do. Be an aggressive innovator. One innovation could make you rich. Find niche products for niche markets. Know your customers and cater to them. Be better than the competition. Get feedback from workers and customers. Reward your customer for doing business with you by giving him a good product and something extra, free advice or discount coupons. Don't push for expansion too much. Make sure the market is there before you expand. Do your research and testing. Be wary of who you partner with. They might be wolves in sheep's clothing. If you or a competitor is going down, contact him to try to work out some kind of merger. Use technology to better your business, internet, cell phone, automation, etc. Set a high standard of customer service. Offer quick service. Always have enough capital on hand to cover bills lest you go out of business. Keep costs down. Save wherever you can. Be a stickler in collecting debts. If you offer a profit-sharing plan, your workers will try to increase production and lower costs. Recruit, train, nurture and inspire your workers. Focus on your strengths. Get help in doing the things you don't have the time or the knowledge for. Business success/BS 5. Success now goes to the organization which exploits information almost instantly, while failure is the near certain fate of the organization which tries to hide ideas. Use it or you're going to lose it. Help people and they will help you. Give and ye shall receive. Believe in yourself and work hard. The golden mean of business success is to live a balanced life by your roots. Be a good person, stay healthy, be able to step back to look at things, respect people and find the middle way. Be a humble leader. Don't abuse your power. Be simple. Have patience. Always be aware of what's going on with your company. Failure is the price of success. Expect to fail, then learn from it. Your subordinates will imitate what you do, even your bad habits. You're no better than your reputation. Be nice. Show you really care rather than just make idle pep talk statements. No matter how bad it is, there's always another day to fight again. If it's your company, it's your problem. Unless you can handle the responsibility, don't do it. There are very few new great ideas. Do the common extremely well. Don't run out of cash. Your secretaries are your frontline representatives. Hire good ones. Act like a winner and look like one. Don't interrupt others. It's normal to be nervous when you face a new position. If somebody breaks the rules too many times, either ignore it or can him. Don't be wishy-washy. There's a fine line between checking on the progress of the project and constantly looking over the guy's shoulder. When you're managing a bunch of brown-nosers, bring them all together, tell them to get real. Don't tell you what they think they want you to hear. Tell you the truth. All motivation comes from within. If you can't inspire a person to motivate himself, fire him. Risk a normal part of doing business. Business is tough. You won't always be able to control it. Bad things happen to everybody. Things change. What worked yesterday might not work today. Sadness doesn't solve anything. Keep moving. You always reap what you sow, good and bad. If you know what you're selling is a rip-off, don't sell it. Bear with the inferior minds around you. Don't advertise deceptively. If you're asked to do something unethical, you shouldn't do it, but if you do, be ready for the consequences. If you can't change the past, forget it. People will make mistakes. A good company will take the losses without trying to force it on the worker. Don't be too deep or too serious. Relax. Without peace you don't have anything. If you feel down, get some sleep. Big business is made on the backs of little things. Some companies figure out ways to make money from their wastes. Good customer service means no waiting. Hire a few more people to keep them from waiting in lines. Figure out what you're doing right and keep producing that product or service. Don't expect to save money having the other guy's lawyer draft up the deal. Hire your own lawyer who's loyal to your interests. If you're looking for a building, there are often deals in the old buildings downtown. Beware of con artists pitching schemes at you. Beware of your employees skimming some of the money and slash or product. Give your best people important sounding titles. Nothing works perfectly all the time. Success often makes people lazy and breeds the source of their destruction. Take notes about what you do and learn from them. Find an unmet need in the marketplace and go with it. Who is competition? What do you offer that's better? Why? Go to score.org and find a mentor. Loud people are vexations to the spirit. Charisma is not loud. Empty barrels make the most noise. Don't be a big or loud mouth. If you're going to promote or hire a relative, make sure he's qualified for the job. If you have a few strong salesmen, they can usually quit and take all their accounts with them. Put a provision in your rules that all accounts are owned by the company. Don't say it if you don't mean it. The greatest formula for success is failures that you learn from. When people give you their business cards, don't just throw it in a corner. Organize it in your Rolodex or computer. Keep a birthday record. Send cards. When people criticize you or boo you, use that input to know what your shortcomings are and change them. Most of the mistakes we make are dumb mistakes we keep making over and over again. There are no guarantees. Love what you do or else quit and keep looking for something you love that can earn you money. Deliver more than the expected product or service. When you play golf to network, don't make a big deal about it but play to win. Don't let the other guy win. He will resent you. You're in a business mindset. Play business. Money for specific successes are the best motivator, like I pay you X dollars for every widget you make or every widget you sell. People like to work this way, by piecework. With an office loudmouth or bully, firstly, break off contact, ignore him, turn your back to him when he starts being a jerk. Pick your battles. Fight him verbally and physically when you feel good about it. People are always jockeying for position. There are three types: the exploiters, the exploited and the immune above all that. Try to be good at what you do such that you don't have to bother with office politics much beyond a stern look to give the office bully or anyone else the hint to leave you alone. Always learn from your competition. Never rely on only a few customers. Try to get more customers all the time. Formula for success: show up on time, ready to work. If you develop a product that still has defects in it, don't put it on the market until you fix them, because if you do, you will alienate all the customers who have problems with it. Avoid gossiping. It will backfire on you at some point in time. Keep the discussion on business. Don't be a tailgater, hanging on to someone else's success by associating yourself as a close ally. Forge your own path. If you're in a tight spot, you can always downsize. Business success/BS 6. You have to have the courage to fail. Most of us make the mistake of thinking that anyone who makes it big in business must necessarily be a wise, classy person, but this is not true. Many business successes are just lowlifes who got lucky or sons of bitches. In my opinion, most people who have achieved business success have egos tempered by time and experience, so they come off as classy people with integrity. They are good at dealing with people and have no need to impress anyone anymore if they ever did, but I have met a few bastards and flakes who managed to be successful in business even though they were horrible human beings. The moral to the story is just because a guy is president of a company or made a lot of money in business doesn't mean he's a cool, good, wise person. It could be luck or a bastard devious greedy personality that got him to where he is. Overall, successful people who are happy with what they do share the following qualities. It might start off being about the money, but at some point it moves into the realm of an art form and pride in the work. Their hearts are in their businesses. They are philosophers in the way they approach their lives. Truly inspired people with a sense of destiny are people of action. They are doers. They don't sit around much. They focus on the big picture and don't waste time on trivial details. They are never satisfied with the business. They always want to improve. They are learners, absorbing wisdom and business knowledge wherever they can find it, through books, mentors, trade organizations, conventions, focus groups, talking to people in the business and listening to themselves through analysis and intuition. They listen to critics and contrarians because they can learn something from them. They ask questions. Running the business is serious business, but it's also a big, interesting game. They see the big picture. They're there to do something worthy and or great for society. They treat relevant people well, including workers, customers, and suppliers. They plan out what they do. They are team players, tapped into others to help them achieve their goals. They don't tolerate greed or fraud in the company. They strive to give workers a personal stake in the company, employee ownership plan, stock options, opportunities for promotion, good benefits, etc. They are not self-centered. They know the customer doesn't give a damn about their problems. The customer just wants to see a good product with good service all the time. This is called quality control, delivering the same great product and service all the time regardless of the problems in the back room. On some deep level, they really get a kick out of what they do. It's fun for them. They know you get what you give. People will rise to the standards you set for them if you're respectfully asking them to do something that takes some craftsmanship. If it's just a generic job and you're trying to suck blood out of a stone, they will resent you for your slave-driving ways. They control what they can and deal with the rest. They constantly look for new ideas to make them better. They don't waste time on frivolous activities and stupid ventures. They focus on who they are in their souls and what they do. They try to get customer loyalty by exceeding their expectations. Nothing succeeds like excess service to the customer. They try to please complaining customers. They are not rash but take calculated risks. They focus on a job well done for long-term sales over quick profit. They are realistic, don't live in delusions. They build personal relationships with suppliers, banks, transport companies, etc. They don't just have one of each of these important contacts. They have relationships with at least two of each, 2 suppliers of raw materials, 2 banks, 2 transport companies. Failure, mistakes, unexpected consequences of our actions and hard times are a normal part of life in business. Learn from them to do better. They surround themselves with good employees and pay them what they're worth. Let these good employees use their abilities up in service to you. Don't put them on a short leash. Recognize great achievement. Successful people don't brag. They speak through their actions. The art of the deal is to be nice before you make your pitch. Wine and dine people in the literal and figurative sense. The more you brag about your company's greatness, the more others will listen and the competition will steal your ideas. Love everybody you deal with and care about them, or at least act like you do. Treat people with courtesy, but if an irate customer crosses the line into abusing one of your workers, side with your worker, get rid of the customer. Know an opportunity when you see it. This applies to both your ideas and people. Try to meet people who can help you get ahead. Go to those type of events. People help each other. That's why you need to network and socialize. Be open to new ideas and the new information that's coming your way. Be professional. Keep your imagination and mind working at all times. Chapter 3. BS. One-liners. BS. One-liners 1. The wealthiest people are those who can convert their knowledge or education into money in the best possible way. Being formally uneducated means you have not been brainwashed by things that could limit you. Take action as much as you can. Make your workplace better or more efficient. No one can ever give you greater potential than your soul already holds. Discover your true identity and follow it. Business success doesn't create happiness. Happiness with what you do creates business success. If you enjoy your life, you are not a failure. If you're good at what you do, figure out a way to earn money from it. Love what you do that helps somebody, earn your cash and self-respect from it. There's not a hell of a lot of difference between dogma and do so in business and life. Trust yourself before you trust a lot of that conventional self-help crap. You are what you think. Keep your life simple and organized. Do what is urgent to you and your customers first. Don't waste your time. Focus on your work. In your downtime, work on long-term projects. It's always about the long-term goals. If an immediate crisis hits, deal with it right now. I don't define specific work periods. My life is my work. I'd rather work than sit around absorbing mindless entertainment. Split up large projects into smaller, manageable ones. Do either the hard stuff first or get rid of the minor crap to work on the hard stuff. There's no right way. Successful people focus on their work regardless of what's going on around them. Most of what we worry about never happens. People start too many projects. They're spread too thin, feel out of control, then get depressed. That's happened to me. Then I figured out live one step at a time. You must write down or type all new ideas you get into a computer file, because if you don't, you'll forget them. If you write an article or a serious email, don't send it out that night. Edit it the next day. Perspectives often change after a day, plus you make spelling mistakes you might not see right away. If you can't solve a problem, leave it. Let it stew for a while. It's called incubation. Eliminate the porn, music and other stuff from your work computer. Focus on work. Give yourself little rewards for every good bit of work you do. You become less focused after a period of time. Take a break every 2 hours. Keep up on the latest developments in your field. Too many people on a project ruins it. Your life is in your hands, to make of it what you choose. Make your life a masterpiece. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Forgive everyone who has ever hurt you in any way. Forgiveness sets you free from the past. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Enjoy every minute of your life. Be happy now. Don't wait for something outside of yourself to make you happy. Far better to dare mighty things and fail than to do nothing. Explore. Dream. Discover. Fortune favors the brave. Imagination is the workshop of your mind, capable of turning mind energy into great things. There is just one life for each of us, our own. If you believe in what you are doing, then let nothing hold you up in your work. Much of the best work of the world has been done against seeming impossibilities. Successful men and women are big dreamers. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Dream then work. No man is a failure who is enjoying life. Be alive and express what you really are. Something is always your choice. It's your attitude. Happiness depends on what you think. The only man who never makes mistakes is the man who never does anything. Self-pity gets you nowhere. You are a bundle of possibilities. The man who trims himself to suit everybody will soon whittle himself away. What is really important? Be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. There is infinite passion. Work as though you would live forever and live as though you would die today. Man can achieve what he thinks. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Tomorrow is a new day, you shall begin it serenely and with spirit. Consult not your fears but your hopes and your dreams. Think not about your frustrations, but about your unfulfilled potential. Look at a day when you are supremely satisfied at the end. It's not a day when you lounge around doing nothing, it's when you've had everything to do and you've done it. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Everything that is happening at this moment is a result of the choices you've made in the past. Successful people attract money. You will never possess what you are unwilling to pursue. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. If you don't risk anything, then your life is boring. Live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Do what you are afraid to do. The best motivation is self-motivation. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. You must do the thing that you think you cannot do. If a man does only what is required of him, he is a slave. If a man does more than is required of him, he is a free man. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Throw yourself into some work you believe in with all your heart, live for it, die for it, and you will find happiness that you had thought could never be yours. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. The highest reward for man's toil is not what he gets for it, but what he becomes by it. A day will never be any more than what you make of it. You are not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly. Our ultimate life objective should be to create as much as our talent and desire will permit. The fault is not in the stars, but in ourselves. We created our circumstances by our past choices. No one makes us angry. We make ourselves angry when we surrender control of our attitude. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you don't have simple, strong techniques and strategies in place, you'll never get it done. Get a new product to market, then tweak and change it as you get feedback. Focus on what you can contribute rather than gain. Even quirky ideas have business potential. Make an ordinary product unique and you will be successful. Make up business cards saying you're willing to do whatever it is you do for less than the competition. When business flows from joy in life, the money will come. You can't give a damn what people say and or think about you. Persistence is a better indicator of success than talent. Be persistent. Keep working through the hard parts. Slow production is no good. Quality mixed in with speed is the way to go. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, lowly minds gossip about people. It's not about we want your money, it's about we want to help you. We're just like you. Be unisex. Treat women as equally as you treat men. Walk lightly. Carry no baggage or grudges. Treat every day as a new beginning. Keep moving. Don't look back. Let it all roll off your back. The more successful you get, the more responsibilities you will have. You reap what you sow. Teamwork is stronger than individuality except for a few geniuses. Karma works. What goes around comes around. What the leaders do, the workers follow. When you expect good work performance, you will get it as long as you're not a taskmaster. Business is all about raising cash. Don't encourage the job mentality. Encourage the workers to be part of a team. Distribute the profits to deserving workers. Don't make excuses. Nice guys often finish first where it counts, in the goodwill of their employees towards them. Good managers don't come up with all the answers. They ask their workers for them. Have fire for your work. Do it well. There is always a better way to do something or a better version of a product. The best business ideas come from your heart. Care about your customers. When two or more people come together to share creative ideas, they will often come up with great ideas. Change with the times. Get the newest technology. Do business like a business person even if you work out of a home office. Not everyone has your best interests at heart. Be wary of all advice. Go where your customers and do what they do both to network and to learn how to market to them. Never burn bridges. Don't disrespect an old boss, ex-employee, etc. You never know when you will need them. Quality, 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 service, service, service is the secret to success. Give some of your time or a little freebie away and you will be rewarded handsomely. Learn from the mistakes of others. Read business books. Avoid big mouths, lazy people, and bullshitters. You have to see your business as a game, a serious game but still a game. Work is good but so is rest and diversions. Don't be so intense that you burn out. Anyone can make a business bigger and more complex. True genius is to go in the opposite direction. Tell workers about the vision/big picture of the company. Open your books to the employees. Put them on the company website. Keep the financial statements simple and explain them. Success is to get beyond the day-to-day routine to get workers to feel part of the vision. Don't give workers empty compliments. Reward them where it counts, with money. Good communication with employees is the most critical factor of culturing a good workforce. Put a sales plan together. The more autonomy you give good workers, the more work they will do. The extent to which the leaders give a damn or are apathetic will be mirrored by the workers. Push when the situation warrants it. Go easy when the work is done. The best way to motivate workers is to either make them part owners or offer bonuses for good performance. Don't give bonuses unless they're earned. Sometimes it's better to let the workers vote on an unpopular decision than for management to make it. Sometimes it's better to downsize than to expand. Be productive. Deliver what you promise. Reveal your salaries of all employees. Management must not just see the numbers. They must see the people behind the numbers. Develop standards for workers, customer service, and standards for product quality. You have to want it, then do it. You can't fool your workers for very long, so don't try. When you help your lowest workers improve, everybody improves. If you don't care, nobody else will. Share information. Connect with people. Independence is great, but mix it with sociability in the work arena. Give first to coworkers, subordinates, and customers, and they will give back. Get what you give, either respect, indifference, or contempt. The more you shut people off and close them off, the more you lose. Assume means making an ass out of you and me. Don't assume anything. The way to a client's heart is to wine and dine him, treat him right, and have some fun with him. Believe in the impossible. Be smart about it though. Be an artist in whatever it is you do, but be pragmatic about it, focusing on the bottom line, money. Quitting is good. It shows you where you don't belong. Keep quitting until you find your soul, what you're good at. You won't get lucky unless you place bets. You won't get successful unless you're out in the real world making bacon and pounding flesh. Talk to your people to get a sense for what excites them. The customers aren't always right. When you get bad customers, get rid of them as quickly as possible. You have the right to ban them from shopping at your establishment. It's private property. You can control who enters. Treat your good workers and good customers well, bad workers and skimpy, complaining customers with contempt. Always look for ways to improve the business. Continue to look for new clients, but treat your existing customers with great service for repeat business. Many major business innovations have happened as the result of gut instinct rather than all the planning in the world. To try for perfect may cut into your profits. Try for pretty good instead and offer a no questions asked refund policy. Criticism keeps you vigilant but doesn't matter next to your own efforts. Don't fool yourself. Be open to other people's ideas about running your business. Make people feel good. Give workers an opportunity to get ahead, customers a chance to get a good deal. Sell yourself. Packaging is almost everything. It's the difference between getting rich from an ordinary product or just making a few bucks. Break the conventional way of doing things if you think it will get you somewhere. Use small teams. Give them time to think things through. Time is your most valuable commodity. Use it wisely. Be hands-on to a certain extent but delegate so you're not swamped. If you want to be a winner in business, take it to the frontier as far as you can. Embrace change or it won't happen. As soon as you think you're successful is the moment you lose your competitive edge. If your business is good, people will come gunning for you, the press, competitors, and customers filing frivolous lawsuits. Be ready for it. Success shouldn't be punished but arrogance is. Try to act humble even if you're the most arrogant bastard around. Common sense is not that common. Don't underestimate the stupidity or apathy of some of your workers. The customer decides what your products are. Simplicity is basic operating procedure. You will make mistakes but don't ever doubt yourself. Seek business allies to combine your products with. Sales is everything. Selling should be win-win. Haste makes waste. Slow down enough to do a good job. You will never be perfect. Do a good job with what you've got. You reap what you sow in business. Have faith in God and faith in yourself. Don't take business personally. Read a bit of this business book then my self-employment book. After you've done this, go to my list of business websites and look over 3 new websites every week. BS. One-liners 2. Act like you care. Keep public places like your store area clean. Treat workers and customers as friends, part of your team. Don't preach a standard sales pitch to customers. Talk as though you want to help. Use we and us. If your business provides a public washroom, keep it clean. Give kind words and thoughtful gestures. Be warm. Thank good employees by saying thanks. If somebody's ego gets bruised, solve it as quickly as possible because the longer you wait, the harder it is to resolve. Motivate others by motivating yourself first. If you mess up, it's often better to tell the boss right away than to try to cover it up. Over-prepare, work hard. Walk around the workplace to stay in touch with the workers in a friendly way. Make small talk. Be exactly clear on what you want out of your career. Who do you intend to be in business? Be professional. Follow company procedures. Don't take shortcuts. Don't be lazy. You'll get a bad reputation. Always improve your ability to speak and write. Work in a business you love so you're never bored. Pass the workload on to others who are paid to help you. Be organized. While at business, stick to business. Don't probe into employees' lives. Listen when someone offers advice. Be punctual. Never be late. Thank everybody, workers, suppliers, etc. Read my education book. Be self-reliant. Have self-control. Be persistent. Think positively. Have a purpose. Sell things one at a time, up close and personal. Sales is relationships. When you hit on something good, build on it. Look for common ground with whoever you're dealing with. Keep it simple. Define yourself in one sentence. Master your craft. Work harder than the next person. Create your own rules. Shake off the pain, keep going. Get what you want by helping others get what they want. In any business relationship, make sure the other guy gets as much as you. Focus on the other guy for a win-win situation. Reading all this stuff in this book might give you a few ideas here and there, but the major way to succeed in business and life is to recognize the need to constantly think about your business and life on your own and come up with new ideas all the time as to how to better it. Despite all the talk about creativity and living outside the box, most people don't really want to be like this. They really want a safe, comfortable routine, but even though you might be able to create a business that runs comfortably for a while, the inherent nature of business in general is such that it is never stable or regular. Something always happens to disrupt the comfort level. This is the atmosphere and lifestyle you should expect as a business owner. Most people want to develop a steady business that virtually runs itself on minimal effort. Some people thrive on calamity, on always trying to better the business, thus causing some inner tension, challenge, and inspiration that they thrive on. Think outside the box. Develop a way of thinking that can generate alternative, creative ways of looking at things. When unexpected events happen, you will be better able to deal with them. Take a second, fresh look at the perfectly ordinary, obvious aspects of your business. You might be able to improve on them in some way. You can find books about mind power, memory, creativity, etc. at hashtag 153-154 and number 160 at the library. There are books about the effects of aging on the mind at hashtag 155.6713. Where your natural passions are is the place to go if you want success, but don't work in vacuum. Be a team player. Culture allies who share your vision to go into business with you. See the whole picture of your business, not just the discrete operations. Get your workers to see this, then ask for ideas on how to be more productive in order to serve the customer faster and better. Your company's success depends on this. How well do you do your stuff in order to serve your customer? Focus on this, streamlining your method of operations so that the workers do their jobs well, enjoy the work and get the product or service out to the customer quickly with a smile on their faces. The bottom line is to get a tight rein on your method of operations from the delivery of raw products to the delivery of the finished product to the customer. There is no technology of employee relations or customer service. Human relations are basic. Treat the other guy how you want to be treated and he will reciprocate the goodwill. Good management is not about gimmicks. It's about combining the golden rule as just stated with a fiery passion to do the job well and bring the workers along as team members for the ride. It's not about control, it's about inspiring people. Technology is good, but at some level, it's always about people. Being a people person is fine, but don't go overboard with the touchy-feely stuff. Tell the workers what you want in a matter-of-fact way without ordering them, then shut up unless they screw up. What I'm saying is don't talk too much, because when managers talk too much, employees stop listening. Say just enough to get your point across. Employees like you if you listen more than you talk. Praise can be demeaning because you are assuming that you're superior. It puts expectations on people, which puts a wedge in the relationship. Go easy on cheerleader praise. A quiet good job along with a $20 or $50 bonus goes a lot further. When you're the manager, everybody knows and are playing up to you, no matter how casual you insist it should be. Be ready for this professional scrutiny and distance. Everybody ultimately listens to themselves only. Don't expect to change the world or even a few of your workers. There is no absolute right way, just degrees of better. Don't be a perfectionist. If you want to change anything, people will be resistant to it, so you have to come on strong and keep reinforcing it until the new way becomes the habitual way of doing it. The way that businesses grow and get stronger is by living through hard times and coming out the other side. If a worker does his job adequately, don't try to improve him. You're just asking for trouble, a sleeping dog who resents being kicked in the ass and will get back at you one way or another. Don't do anything fake to try to endear you to people, even if you read it in a business textbook. It just makes you look fake. Operate on intuition. Just because you're the boss, don't act superior. You're just a human being with a little extra college and/or time on the job than the next guy. Work enough such that you enjoy it but not to the point of stress, unhappiness, and burnout. When you have a problem, don't live in denial. Get on it right away. Don't be limited by a rigid goal. It all comes down to life day by day. Be a coach as opposed to a manager. Don't set yourself up for disappointment by dreaming too big. Haste makes waste. Slow down. Instead of trying too hard, try for a smooth flow of work. If you're successful and want more success, expand somehow. Go in another direction over and above your current bread and butter business. Never stop improving the product, the service or the method of production. It's a dance, not a race. If you're happy with your current success, stay there. Don't burn yourself out just because the business psychobablists are constantly preaching go, go, go. You don't have to compete with the other guy. Play your own game. Develop your own product, services, and markets. There is no law except for the spirit of the moment. Minimize bureaucracy to make the business a thing you work on as you go along. Don't lock yourself into a rigid set of rules that you operate by. Hire eager rookies and get them to talk about their business ideas. Keep your mind open. Sometimes unexpected events lead to new insights. Taking chances is good. Just don't risk it all. Stay humble no matter what happens. Fear is good. Just don't let it stop you. Everybody makes mistakes. Learn from them. The biggest mistake is being too lazy or scared to make any. Failure is simply part of the path to success. If you're not interested in it, don't waste your time on it. Strength comes from happiness and inspiration in what you do. Play at work is the key to success, to love what you do. Be free enough to do what you want in business and in life. Surround yourself with supportive, loyal people. Believe that great things are possible. Don't think conventionally. Think outside the box. Channel your anger into productive work. Never lose your sense of common sense. Don't waste time dreaming about capitalist trophies. Focus on your mission. Have some kind of thought-out plan. Map out the realm of your business interests. Find the knowledge you need and keep learning. Find knowledgeable people you can talk to. The toughest thing in life is to stay focused on anything. Learn from your mistakes. Don't get a big ego just because the press writes stupid stories about you. Exude confidence and a love of what you do. You have to know how to deal with all kinds of people. Develop slowly. Expand only as much as you can realistically handle. Don't spread yourself too thin. Buy the best technology you can afford. Do your research before you go into business. The lowest price isn't everything. Quality and service are. Go into a business you enjoy. Be disciplined and professional. Constantly learn about your business. Study businesses similar to yours. Learn from them. Create a good product that is hopefully original in some way or offer superior service with it. Be businesslike. Act like you're in control. Make sure there is a need for your business before you start. Keep good accounting records right from the start. Your business has to become your lover, at least in the first few years. Conform with all laws in order to avoid hassles. Make your decisions and stick with them. Believe totally in what you do. Everybody and every company gets discouraged and bored. You have to stay focused and inspired no matter what. Watch your marriage and your health. You learn through failure. Competence is not the same as passion. Passion is much better. The more experiences you have, the closer you get to true wisdom. The individual you are should be expressed every single day of your life. People with nothing to lose often take the biggest risks and in the process become successful. Duplicate your successes with other concepts. People love to buy something that's not boring. Find new ways to sell your products. Accept the fact that you will always have poison employees and customers. Get rid of them any way you can. Go easy on measuring success by all those fancy-assed programs out there. Stick with your gut and the basic number of products sold to gauge your success. Learn your marketplace. Expand into new markets. When you see an opportunity, take it. It's all about proving to yourself you can do it. Repackage, i.e., buy junk, sell it as antiques or pop culture art. Have moral and quality integrity. Try to avoid getting sexually involved with anyone at work. It could backfire on you. Cash flow is almost everything. If you don't have cash flow, you can go belly up anytime. Interpersonal relationships are the biggest problem at work. The company with good boss-employee and employee-employee relations is often the most profitable because they work better, love their work, and this rubs off into sales. When you're in trouble, keep your mouth shut. Don't just do your job. Create projects for yourself. Strive to improve all the time. Work smarter, not harder. Give customers what they want quickly with ease of access. Balance corporate conformity with individual style. No matter how big the company, run it as simply as possible. BS. One-liners 3. If you Google entrepreneur, you get lots of cliches. Find problems people have and solve them. You can start one or several businesses that each make you a bit of money. Working for someone is an opportunity to learn. Everybody fails at some part of business. Business is hard work. It helps if you like what you're doing. Being a one-man operation is cool. Once you start hiring people, it's a matter of trust. People will find all kinds of ways to steal from you. Always watch the money. Plan out how to get customers. Venture capitalists or investors are all vultures. Don't be so naive that you think they'll all gush over you. They'll reject you. Most want a business that's going, not just an idea. There is a massive gap between idea and real company. If you have software as your product, it's really a service. Fail. Start over. Come up with new ideas. Try to be profitable. Be profitable. Try not to raise money. It's expensive. If you can't find an investor, it might mean that your idea is not that hot. If it's easy to raise money, take it. If you get an offer for your company in the first year, sell. If someone offers you good money for a flimsy company, take it. Don't be like Snapchat. Others just copied their idea. Competition is good only to the point where you don't get hateful. Don't use an advertising or PR firm. Do it yourself. There are PR secretaries that can help for a low price. Communicate with employees, customers, investors all the time. Tell employees what to do. Investors want someone they can trust. It's all about finding customers anywhere. Your customer is a human being, not a contract. Hire local people, not someone in India on an outsourcing thing. Take care of your health and your employees. If your product is good, price it so you make a profit. Add upgrades and services. Create smooth distribution. Write a blog about your business. Give employees structure by defining their jobs. Fire bad employees immediately. I watched several episodes of Bar Rescue where the bar owner wouldn't hire a Dudley, thieving worker. Study and learn from the competition. Hire good customers. Understand the market. See what's going on. Make everything as simple as possible. If the company is failing, get out now before you lose more. BS. One-liners 4. The key areas of business success are speaking and writing. You have to be a good communicator. Join Toastmasters International or take a speaking course. Invest in your clients. Learn about them before you go see them so that you can create common ground with them. Learn about their problems, competition, and technology. Learn about their families, friends, and other acquaintances. You have to network, meet new people in your field, talk to them, buy them lunch or a drink. That's how you make connections that could be valuable. Figure out how to be enthusiastic and active all the time. Read my book about discovering your true nature. Try to find a local Christian group of business people to be with. You can pretend to be religious if you're not. Christian people help each other. So do Masons, but you have to act sincerely. Don't let your secretary filter or pre-screen your calls because it make your business associates angry to be interrogated. Take all calls. Successful people love their work. They always work because they love it. Be courteous and friendly. Try to forget disappointments quickly. How can you help others be more successful? If you're in sales, keep notes on your big clients. Try to be civil and friendly with everyone. If you can afford it, buy lunch for employees and clients. It gives you a chance to talk to them. All you are is energy. Use your positive energy. Don't be fake. No matter how rich you get, don't be flashy or arrogant. Be like a farmer. Sow your seeds. Take your time. Be loving. Make something that costs a nickel that you can sell for $1. Know thyself. Self-knowledge of who you are and what makes you tick is the foundation of success and happiness in life. It will also keep you stable enough to have discipline in your work. Know your own values. You will need them to stay committed and focused, particularly when the going gets tough. It doesn't matter what your vision is as long as it goes beyond your ego to help someone. An inspired life is to always try to do better at what you do that inspires you. Take the time to learn about yourself and enjoy your life. Help people get what they want and you will get what you want. Clearly know your mission. Make a plan. The failure to risk failure is what separates the wimps from the greats. It's good to be democratic, but there has to be one clear head honcho. Complacency is the beginning of the end. In business, nothing stays the same. Go with the flow of change or die. A quality product is all you have beyond your reputation. Quality means that every product meets the same high standard. There is virtually no difference between individual units. A quality product brings loyal customers. Work with your suppliers to produce a quality product that they sell to you. Learn from your mistakes, then forget about them. Make your workers feel secure in their jobs. Try to engender pride in their work. Help them get ahead. Care about their well-being. Train your workers well, otherwise it will end up costing you more through their ignorance and mistakes. Motivate your workers with rewards rather than with fear and oppression. Competition is good. It keeps you from getting lazy. Learn from your competition. Help your competition. Someday they might be in a position to help you. Cooperation beats competition. Don't delude yourself with phony visions of easy success. Hard work and a positive attitude are fine, but you need wisdom and a skill too, a nuts and bolts skill of how to run a business at the very least. Never let success go to your head. Always think before you act. When you feel an opportunity, think it through, but don't waste time. Be bold enough to act. Don't let your competition define your life. Create your own. Rules are just guides. Break them if you feel your mission is more important. Be a person of substance as opposed to a flake. A good leader is in the trenches. Caring for people or acting like you care is the key to anyone's heart. When you're dealing with an angry person, they're hurting. Try to sympathize and understand. When correcting a worker, criticize the job, not the person. Try to be nice or at least respectful to people. Praise in public, punish in private. High expectations, but not too high such that they expect to fail, leads to good results. Be loyal and true to yourself without being arrogant about it, and people will respect you for your sense of intimacy with yourself. Your true colors eventually show. Don't try to fake it. If you don't feel loyal to your company, at least act like you do. Kick butt if you feel you must. If your lowly workers do a good job, promote them. The path to success is littered with failure. Virtually every success has been made on the back of many failures. For wise people, failure leads to introspection, which leads to success. Today's mistakes lead to tomorrow's innovations. Mistakes are deadly only if you don't correct them. See problems as interesting challenges. Speaking negatively about others only makes you look bad. Keep your mouth shut. Speak through your work. Listen to your heart. Follow it. Speak slowly and clearly. Present yourself neatly and clean-cut. Show appreciation for good work. Reward it. At work, be professional but be personable too. Be honest. Your reputation is truly all you own. You want results. Work smart as opposed to hard. Without intelligence. If somebody talks a lot, expect a lot of it to be bull. Offer a good product at a good price. Be humble. When others talk, listen. Encourage others to tell you their ideas. Increase the value of your business. Increase sales. Grow the business. Add a second store, new factory, new markets, etc. Simply stay in business without failing for 5 years. Hire a hotshot CEO/manager with a good reputation. Sell off losing parts of the company or discontinue products that don't make much money to focus on the big ones that make money. Reduce expenses. Buy the latest high-tech equipment in the field. Manage your business efficiently and effectively. Every action you take that increases your sales at a profit or decreases expenses without sacrificing quality is good. Read business books to get ideas to improve the business. If you really want to improve the business, stop cheating on taxes. Instead of not recording cash sales and pocketing the money, record it to show that you have high sales. You can also stop taking all those deductions and expenses that are not really part of the business, like buying gas for your car and saying it's for the business. You will report more income, pay more taxes and have less personal cash flow. But the business will look much healthier to a prospective buyer. Lose the flab, anything you're spending money on that doesn't bring in more sales. Keep the cable TV for the lunchroom, but can the trip to Chicago for the annual convention, which is just an excuse to party for free for your employees. Hire a good accountant. Keep impeccable records. Be honest. Don't lie about anything. If your business is cyclical like selling bikes, diversify to other products in the off-season like skis or snowmobiles. Add profitable products. Reduce the risk of your business by making it transparent and making it run smoothly regardless of whether you, the boss, is there or not. Pay off debt. Don't give out too much credit. Chapter 4. Business Success and Business Coach Websites. Business Success Websites/BS Websites. There was some guy on the radio who said all this general business education stuff is a bunch of crap. It's intuition and learning day by day through experience. Allocationandwin.com, worldwide business and trade search engine. AspireNow.com/elegant_0301_financial_success.htm, 6 steps to financial success. BeautyBusinessSuccess.com. BizSuccess.com. ScienceOfGettingRich.net. JimRon.com. LifeBeyondCode.com. ChooseChanges.com. Ultimate-Confidence.com. UltimateBusinessPotential.com. boxesandarrows.com/view/customer_storytelling_at_the_heart_of_business_success. Brainbasedbusiness.com, using your brain to succeed in business. ithinkbigger.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_magic_of_thinking_big, self-help book. thinkbiggerblog.com, thinkbigpartners.com, business incubator, facebook.com/gothinkbigger, bigistheNewSmall.com, wealthambition.com, dannybrown.me, thinkbiggeraward.com, successmagazine.com, icaau.com/n/members/business-services/think-bigger-grow-faster-sap, solutions designed specifically for growing businesses which have to manage costs, protect margins, acquire and retain best customers. briantracy.com, Brian Tracy International, talks and seminars on leadership, sales, managerial effectiveness. bscusa.com, Business Success Center. businessadvisorygrp.com, business, human resource consulting, recruiting, training and career counseling. businessconferenceska.com, California Small Business Success Conferences. businesssearchtickets.com, it may be time to talk with a business coach. business-plan-success.com, businesssuccess.info, businesssuccessbuilder.com, businesssuccesscoach.net, businesssuccessgroup.net, businesssuccessgrp.com, seminar, business-success-institute.com, businesssuccessnetwork.net, businesssuccessstools.com, businessweek.com, coventurecoaching.com, creativebusinessadventures.com, eckerd.org/successstoriesinsideassessment.com/books.html, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/1-simple_strategy_for_success_with_your_internet_business, entrepreneurpress.com, execcoach.net/edmund-hill.htm, Edmund Hill, Financial Success, Executive Coaching Network, Edmund Hill, Key Competences in Grooming Companies for Sale and Providing Practical Financial Solutions. funteambuilding.com, Fun Team Building, SuccessCoachJoy101.org, Success Coaching Homepage. helpself.com/directory/success.htm, Success Sites. homebusinesssuccesskit.com, homebusinesssuccessstory.info, ibelieveyoucan.com, internet-business-success.biz, jlmandassociates.com/bsuccess.html, johntreed.com/succeedingindex.html,ksinclair.com, modder.com/success_toolbox.htm, business and financial success tools, millionairemind.com, mindtools.com/php/coaching/coachingform.htm, career coaching from Mind Tools, mybusiness.com.au, honestopsuccessshop.com, one-stop success shop. Success encompasses financial freedom, health, wealth. peakpotentials.com, Peak Potentials Training, profitbuilders.com, coaching, publicradio.org/program/godsofbusiness/index.shtml, ravenworks.com, online community of business executives, including an etiquette forum and free articles on topics of success, robertgalland.com, multiple streams of income, smallbusiness.9msn.com.au/business success/default.aspx, smallbusiness.yahoo.com, smallbusinesssos.com, smallbusinesssuccess.biz, smallbusinesssuccess.com, small-business-success.ws, small-business-success-news.com, startupjournal.com, success.co.il, success.com, success.org, nonprofit educational organization, successfactors.com, employee performance management software, successfactors.com/compensation, successfromtheinsideout.com/resources.html, success coaching resources, successmagazine.com, SuccessOptions.com, Options Success Coaching and Training, Executive Coaching in Leadership Development. SuccessStories.tribe.net. SuccessUniversity.com. TrumpRiches.com. Whoopidoo.com, Business Success, Motivational Business Quotes. WorkathOmeBusinessSuccess.com. YourBusinessSuccess.com.au. YourLifeandSuccess.com/success in business. Business coaches, consultants and speakers for hire. Some of these websites have free business advice on them. indiabizeclub.com/directory/industry/consultants/consultants.html. CambridgeConsultant.com. ChuckBauer.com, Sales Consulting. Guru.com, hire a freelance business advisor. rcglobal.com/wpart.htm, business consulting for technical writing. xlp.com, business training and consulting services at Sci Global. cornerofficeconsultants.com. vault.com/messages/ibm-business-consulting-services. bizjump.com, biz consulting. speaking.com. consultants2business.com. ebstrategy.com. tomdavenport.com. richarddenny.co.uk. alloutcoaching.com. lannybassam.com. jbsba.com. daves-inforama.com. business-coaching.co.uk. kathycollardmiller.com. paulnall.com. thistleberry.com.au. thetransparencygroup.com.